I literally burned the bottom of my monitor, and now that monitor has like a little spot on it that the color is different than the others. It was my cheapo monitor off to the side. I had the candle right under it by accident. Whoops. Well, we had a decent drop pre-market and overnight, but looks like we're trying to get back to where we closed yesterday into the open. So that'll be interesting to see what happens. Morning to Mimi, how are you? Pretty good. Trying to keep a positive mindset today, this morning. I would like to have an easier day than I have been. I feel like this whole week's been a fight, so it would be nice to not fight so much today. I have to change that $29 again. And the bot. Let's see. Yeah, there was news here at 8:30 as well. I actually sat down like right after it happened, like 8:35. Oh man, I have so many ideas like for like videos I want to make, like how-to videos and stuff like that. I literally never have time. Like all these, if you ever notice, the people that make all these videos on YouTube and stuff, they don't have kids. Alexa, turn off pantry. Should probably get another drink before we open up here. I'll cover the and 71% kind of sucks. Ooh, hopefully we can just get some good trades to open the day, and then we don't have to worry about playing catch up. Yeah, this whole week has just been playing catch up. Literally. Let's see. This whole week, let's take a look at the calendar. So we were off Monday for New Year's. 10 trades to make 40 bucks. 26 trades to make 211 bucks, which we were actually down, I think, for a while this day. And 70 bucks yesterday over 8 trades, which was pretty good. We had that one good trade to bring us back. Yesterday, man, we just kept getting faked out pretty bad. I mean, this is pretty impressive though. Looking at December, we only have one actual red day. I think we honestly, to be a little bit more healthy with it, need to have a few more red days. I feel like we tend to overtrade later in the day when the edge isn't quite there as much, just to try to get green on the day. But I think I would rather take the more cautious approach and not do that. I think on Wednesday I got pretty lucky, because when I went off stream I was down like 700 bucks. I don't remember. Oh, well, I guess that 211 is before commissions too. Let me see. Can I wonder if I include commissions? Yeah, so it actually brought me red on the day by $1 that day. I actually meant to include commissions in these numbers. I'll worry about that later. I just have to go in the settings for that. It looks like we're going to open right at where we closed yesterday. Be interesting to see what we do. Might do a little bracket both ways, see what happens. Have to check my options as well when we open, just to see where we're at with those. I believe we're okay. Oh wow, A firm's down. Holy crap, what's going on there? Might have to roll that one out. See what it does. Forgot the bracket. Just curious what. Oh wow. Is the range already that much? That's what 15 ticks looks like right now? Yeesh. I guess because of that big move earlier. We're gonna start off this way, huh? Alright. I wonder how much that missed us by. Well, at least it came up and got us real quick. Wait, did W have a big down as well? Wow, they did. Jeez. Be fine on that one though. Oh, nice little spike up there. A firm with a nice recovery to open here. Thing's pretty volatile. JD actually gapped down a little bit as well. You might be right about the 10 o'clock stuff. It's kind of slow. Trying to move higher though. This line I have drawn is just, it's like a line just off the 5-minute chart. Pretty intense move looking at the 5-minute. Interesting. Typically, I'd look to trade that, but honestly, I'm just not a fan because it was too close to this previous resistance. I don't know if my 15 ticks would have been enough there. We'll see when the price gets away from it. It looks like it would have worked. Looks like it would have been pretty close looking at this gap. I was hoping this would have pushed up into that line I had drawn just to see what it did. Check it real quick. Yeah, would have been right at. I don't know if I would have liked that. I need to stay away. I mean, that is what got me in trouble yesterday to begin the day. Kind of forced to trade. I'm going to try to not do that today. Just got to keep an eye on. Dang, A-Firm got all the way down to 41.10 this morning. Jeez. My put on that is at 41. Definitely got some range today. And looking at the 5-minute, there's some potential for a move back down. I feel like I can never get those kind of breaks. Although that one is pretty nice. Attempt to go higher, failed. Break at the key area. Problem is it was right at, again, that same resistance level. So I'm not going to jump in there just assuming it's going to break. But when it does break, you get a nice break. Ooh, there it is. Told you on the 5-minute. There was potential. There it is. Definitely some range today. I mean, look at what 15 ticks looks like. Looks like nothing. That's kind of what I was talking about yesterday. I don't remember who was getting on me about it, but because I was going from 15 to 10. I mean, I was down to 10, and it looked like this. Like it looked like that. Now that's what 25 looks like. There's a big difference. So I try to just go with I don't mind 15 at all, but it needs to be where I like it. Like I'm basically judging how many ticks I'm going for based off the volatility. I mean, in reality, I could probably go up to 20 the way that we're trading right now. Of course, you can't get away from that middle line. But I'd assume we'll probably stay around it until that news. What's my spread? What do you mean? The ticks that, how many ticks I'm going for? You're talking about how many ticks I'm going for. It's 15 at the moment. I was thinking about going up to 20, but now we're starting to slow down. With these candles over here, I was thinking about 20, but I don't think there's any need for that at the current moment. Does feel like we're trying to move up. That news that came out at 8:30, what was it? Average hourly earnings, non-farm and employment change, and unemployment rate, which were all, well, the unemployment rate was as expected. Same with the hourly earnings. Looks like the non-farm employment change was higher than expected. And then there's ISM services PMI at 10 o'clock. So I think everyone's kind of waiting for that. But I guess they took that as bad news this morning. But ever since then, we've been kind of inching our way up. Should probably start looking around at these other markets too. What's 15 ticks look like on this? Yeah, it's so much more. But I think you make a different amount on these. That's crude oil. Yes, kind of looks the same as the, yeah. I feel like if there's some obvious plays happening though, we could look for it. Yeah, I mean, like, look at big shot down. Wait, when is that? That says 9:30. Okay. What do you guys think? Should I make a new thumbnail for the live stream? One that where I actually look happy? I feel like looking at everyone else's thumbnails, they all got that cheesy smile. If I have the time. Yeah, I mean, changing something like that's probably not very hard. Like, I could take that same thumbnail and just put a different face on it. I like the thumbnail. I feel like everyone that's seen it has been like, you look sad in that thumbnail. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I do. I can see it. Guess it can't hurt to try. So what do we think is gonna happen at 10 o'clock? Previous was 52.7. The forecast is 52.5. It looks like that's kind of low looking at the chart. So if it goes down, I would think that's a bad thing. Yeah, it looks like when it went down big time in that's when we had the crash in 2020. So if we're heading down with that, that doesn't necessarily seem like a good thing. Huge volume on the ES. The ES just moves so slow in comparison to the NQ. What's up, Hector, by the way? Yeah. I'm probably not going to, unless something crazy happens like to the upside here, I'm not going to be trading until the news comes out. The full version? No, I just used the free version. Big Boy Blue, what's up, man? The news, it's funny. It's forexfactory.com/calendar is where here, I'll just put it in here. No, I don't think I can do any of the volume analysis. Actually, I'm pretty positive I can't. Because I think I tried before. anyone can do the trial and test all that stuff out. Filter for US only and impact for high. I can recommend to follow Delta on price. Isn't that what that Matt guy uses? Or are you talking about on Forex Factory for the news? No, no, I know, but it's just the calendar that I use. It was just the first one that I found, and now I just literally, when I want to check the news, I just type Forex into my web browser, and it pops up the rest, and it's just easy for me to check. I'm sure there's another one. There's times where news happens that it's not on that one, so I always wonder. I remember when I first typed in economic calendar, that Forex one is the one that came up. And it looked very similar to ones that other people have, so I just assumed that was the one they were using. iMux. I remember that. It already gave everything back. Wow, look at Upstart. I wanted to look at Upstart later on for maybe a possible position next week. Yeah, I try to do that as well, the not to trade. Like I mean, I'll trade it after it happens. I'm not I'm not trying to guess where it's going. But if I do think it's going to be pretty big, I will try to maybe get in for the bigger move. Kind of like I did at the open. The only problem with those though is you get a lot of slippage sometimes. Coming up on it. You can clearly tell everyone's like, all right, let's just wait, see what happens. It's so funny. But don't share? Share what? Share screenshot? Of what am I missing here? What's up, Brago? We're just waiting for this 10 o'clock news in about 40 seconds. Debating on trading it or not. Man, 15 ticks is like nothing right now. Maybe we trade the initial jolt down. We can get under here. Figuring it'll maybe test the close. Let's see what happens. Put a stop in right above where it's currently at. Oh, went the wrong way. I didn't really like it if we were going up because we had too much to recover. That's the way it looks like it wants to go. We'll leave it here in case we get the hard rejection. It does not look like we're going to get it. I guess it was good news so far. Bad figure. We'll go the opposite way. Seems can't trade that. Too close to that previous high where it was used like 5-6 times. Definitely gonna cancel this order though. I don't know why I still have that up. Yeah, it's kind of funny how that happens with the news. 2.6. Oh no. Oh, that's the factory orders. Oh yeah, it was. It was actually much lower than they expected, which is bad according to the graph. Yet here we go. I'll never understand the market sometimes. But on the way up, we had bad news all the time, and it just continued. Every news event we had, we went up. I was just telling Tom earlier, I feel like every time, it just depends on which way the market's going. So like if it's good news, because I'm pretty sure this was kind of good news, and the market tried to go down. But then we were moving up. We got what we thought was bad news, but since the market was moving up, we just went up. It's very interesting how all that plays out.
Yo, well tall trader trading. Anything for you, man?
What's going on, man?
You getting a lot of payouts?
Not lately. It's been pretty choppy lately in the market. What do you... Nice, congrats. Good stuff. Yeah? Hey, some people, for some reason, still think that they don't pay, so...
We're getting it.
True.
So, yeah. I mean, I'm guessing you probably had that feeling when it was your first payout as well. But
Yeah, they're stacking up. That's all you can do. Gotta take your time with it. When you try to rush it, man, that's when it gets away from you. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I'll see you around. I don't like this play. Pretty big move up here. Yeah, it's so funny. People like still come in here and they're like, Apex is a scam. Like, bro, there's people getting paid every payout. Like, they have a literal page where it shows you the payouts. Some people, usually it's I'll believe it with when I see it. It's like, well, it's right there in front of you. Yeah, didn't really get the setup there. That candle would have stayed small. This candle's too far away. Stop loss would be stupidly far away. Yeah, Brago, you're not wrong. But what have I always compared Apex to? Or any prop firm? All the prop firms, essentially, to me, are like that. You take all the money in, and then when people actually get to a point where they can pay out, they pay it out. It's literally, I'm not saying they're a Ponzi scheme, but it's literally how a Ponzi scheme works. Like the way that they're running it. Just take all the money in, and you only have to pay it out when people ask for the payout. But the only way they can ask for the payout is if they earn the payout, which is genius when you really think about it. Yeah, I can never buy high and sell higher. It's just not in me. I can try a pullback type thing if there's an obvious area. Like if we would have tried to pull back after this candle to that previous resistance, you could maybe get a buy there looking to stop out right below that area, but there's nowhere to stop out. I mean, look at all this dead zone. At this point, I want to see an attempt at a move higher, and then we try to get the move lower. And the 5 minute again just looks straight up. Man. Stop is kind of far away. Just feels like if it fails here, we're going to get a decent push. This is actually good. I'd rather see it try higher and then fail. Not higher, like high day, but higher right here, and then stuff. I can even put my stop here instead of 5 day. But still wants to try higher. So we will cancel. Did you win the open, Alpine? Assuming you said grow cushion, which would mean yes. Atta boy. 25K, baby. That a fucking boy. Dude, that's awesome. Good shit, man. I'm like, I just genuinely got goosebumps, and it's not, it's for you. Like, good shit. Seriously, good shit. Guess I could have left my order there. It would have worked. 24 from Apex, 1 from Bullnox. Yeah, but Apex is a scam, bro. You're not even going to get it, so. I don't think you were here earlier. It's just somebody actually. I joined the voice chat in the Apex Discord, and a guy joined in there and was talking about how he finally got his first payout, and he was like ecstatic. It was pretty funny. That's gonna make a nice YouTube video. 25K. Fuck yeah. Ugh. Oh, that was after the open? Yeah, you don't want to mess with the payouts. It's actually, I'll tell you, the volatility today is much higher than I thought because of that 8:30 news. I went to put my order out, and 15 ticks looks like nothing. Yeah, but even if you don't, starting back over on some of the accounts if you have to after a 25K payout, like you got to be okay with it. I mean, think literally not that long ago, you were doing the same exact thing but with 10K. So the fact that you're gonna pull 25K, like you can't be upset with it. I was hoping it would try higher first. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That wasn't even that long ago, bro. That was like a couple months ago. 4K, then it was like 10K. No, 25K. Jesus fuck. Hell yeah, it does. It's more than I'll probably make all year with everything. You're gonna do it. You're January 5th. I mean, granted, you did a lot of the work in December, but even just for a month, it's pretty crazy. It's starting to set up a range here for you, for your style. But the only problem is there's a lot of room to the downside if it does get going. I just don't want to put an order out around here because I feel like it's just so easy to get faked out, and the range is so big that the fake out would hurt quite a bit. You went to sleep at 5 a.m.? What'd you do? Are you playing Call of Duty? Wow, my A firm puts and my W puts are almost... I put an order out on both of them to buy back for $1. Just to not have to worry about them. They're down to $3, which is good. Might just change it and let them expire worthless because now they're both looking like they're... It's going to be real hard for them to get back to the lows. Yeah, I'm actually going to at least cancel my W put. I don't think there's any reason that one. My put on that is 52. We're almost up at 57. I don't think there's any world that gets down to 52. A firm, on the other hand, that one looks like if it got a pretty crazy down move, like if the market turned around for some reason, that could get to 41. So if that one gives me $1 to get out now, I'll take it. All right, Alpine. Are you gonna stream at all? I don't know if you already left. If you do, I'll see you then. If not, No biggie. This looks like it wants to just dump. Keeps trying that same area. You know what? Instead of doing that, this, because then I can see how many ticks it is. And if this fails, I want it to work like right away. Let's go for 30. I feel like we could definitely get that move. No giveaway. This just feels like it wants to try lower. I just hope we don't get faked out. And look how many times it tried to go higher and it failed. Now we're making lower highs here for each candle. Hopefully when it stuffs, it just stuffs. I'm ready to hit the button if I have to. If for some reason we don't get the bigger move. This just looks like it wants to though, doesn't it? Hopefully it's not a fake out. I went a little bit lower than those candles in case it is. Hopefully they fake it out a little higher. Oh, look at that bad fill. Fuck. Oh, the bad fill. Come on, give me one of those big continuation candles. Oh, the bad fill. Look how much further down. There we go. Go, 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 go. That bad fill is going to get us. All right, I'll take it. I wish we would have got a fill. You saw that, right? My order was way up here. It was like right there. It was like a whole point or two down. Looks like we might have got our fill. Because my initial... Damn, should have just held it. My initial take profit was here, but I think it moved my take profit because I had it set to 30. So I think it moved it with... I have to go back and watch that. I'm not sure how that worked. But it started the stall, and I didn't want it to shoot right back up, so that's why I took it off. But decent win. We ended up getting, what, 16 ticks out of it? What's up? Oh, yeah, I actually just got a short there on the breakdown on the NQ. Wish I would have held it a little bit longer, but it worked out. Yeah, it was, to me, that was pretty clear short. It tried higher, what, four times there, and then it started making lower highs on the 1 minute. I'm not saying, yeah, if it finds support somewhere, it could definitely go back up, but it looked like they needed that pullback before it tries higher. Gain some momentum back. Like the one at 8:30 or the one around like 9:40? I guess it could have been this one too, around like 9:50. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I had a line from the 5 minute from yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that was a good move there, actually. Worked quickly too, which is always good. Nice. Is that on that same PA account? Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, you told me you got the payout, so I just assumed. I'm watching you, man. Got the hacks. I got the cameras. Look right behind you. See that little hole in the wall? That's me. Yeah, just act like it's not there. Yeah, I mean I would be too. I'm more looking for scalps, so it takes me a little bit longer. I try not to predict which way the market's gonna go, because as we know, that thing can reverse in an instant. Uh, just the one, but that's all that was ever requested. Yeah, yeah. I've only been trading futures for almost 4 months now. I used to trade stocks, so I just came over. As you can see, Alpine, if you look in the Discord, his he's requested a crap ton of payouts, and he's shown them all, like the actual payouts and stuff. I think he's got over like 40,000 or whatever. Alpine, he just hit 25K that he's gonna request whenever. I guess today is the first day he can request it. Yeah, look in the main chat. That's where he posted it. Yeah. Somebody in the Discord. I've never talked to anybody in the Apex Discord, but yeah, yeah. A lot of the people that are doing that are just probably other prop firms that aren't actually. Yeah, they're just trying to make Apex look bad. Because I get people telling me all the time that it's a scam, and they did have that one problem with international customers for a little while, just with the payouts, because they had to use a different payout payment processor. But they got it all figured out. Yeah, that's what they were using when I first started trading, but I didn't have to worry about it because I didn't get to that point yet. But ever since then, they just went straight. Now it's straight to your bank account, so you don't even have to worry about that. Yeah, that's what I use, so you should be fine. But they also, uh, you just have to wait for them to process it all. Which obviously the window is from what, the 5th through the 10th or the 15th. Yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, there you go. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it lines up. I know. Again, Alpine has told me this, and he's shown me that once you get that first one, when you request another one, it's pretty instant. Not like instant same day, but like next day or the day after. Yeah, it's more so probably just processing on their side, but once you're in the system, I'm assuming it's a lot easier for them. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back. All right, man. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. I have my Friday meeting at noon again, so I'll probably be getting off around, I don't know when, probably 11:30, 11:45. Yeah, I don't think I've ever talked to somebody in the Apex Discord, but he joined in. And most of the people that come in there, they can't talk. So I don't know if it's like you have to have certain status in there to talk. I'm not sure, but I guess he did. Well, volatility kind of died down after that, huh? Is it going to be? I hope it's not like this the rest of the day. At least we got 2 trades and they both worked, right? It's a plus. That is a plus. I feel like there's just no interest in this, open interest in this W put. The bid is 1 and the ask is 33. That's crazy. I mean, there's a decent amount of open interest. I guess it's just not trading. But I can't see W getting all the way back to the 52. It would have to, that would be a pretty huge move. Yeah, I talked to one of the admins from Apex, and we were just talking about like back end stuff for my affiliation with them. And he was saying like we were talking about Alpine and some of the other channels and like maybe how to get my channel a little bit more success, etc. And we were talking about how I was saying how the 90% sale would really help because I think a lot of people are waiting for that, as well as I would be able to get more accounts and trade more proactively because then I could like have different accounts for different strategies, etc. And he was just like, yeah, the 90% is probably not going to happen for a while. And I was like, ugh. And I was like, I did kind of assume based on the fact that they just did the 80% off for what, 3 days for the 80 mil payout, that they're probably going to run the 90% when they finally get the 90K or 90 mil payouts, would be my guess. So if there's 10 mil in payouts this this next stretch, then maybe it'll happen. But I think they're starting to possibly step back a little with these giant payouts and make sure that they're getting enough money coming in, which I'm assuming they are, but you never know. Things got pretty slow pretty quick. Got 2 trades, but they weren't even 2 great trades. Thankfully they worked. 5-minute chart, just straight up. See if that lasts. If I have any decent pictures laying around on my phone. Oh man, every time I see a picture when I'm scrolling through of Indian food, I'm just not gonna be able to stop thinking about it now. It gets me every time. Give me. What's up, man? Ooh, that's a good question. Looking at the again. Well, the trend line that I would see on the daily has already been broken to the upside. Oh, you're talking this last week or so. Right. Uh, yeah, I mean, I personally don't like to assume those kind of things. I'm more of a reactionary trader. I don't really like to try to I don't try to predict. I gotcha. Yeah. Oh, you mean your theta? Yeah. 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 Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't like. I mean, I could give you my thoughts, but I don't like to give out my thoughts because they could obviously be wrong, and I don't like the barrier of yeah. I don't want to be that person. All I know is if you look at the hourly, anytime there's a sharp move in one direction, usually there's going to be some sort of a pullback. That's that's my thought process. I mean, that's what I look for my scalps. Is I'm looking for a sharp move one way, and I'm looking to capitalize on the move back down or back up in whatever way we're going.
My option here in a little bit.
Well, don't take that as trading advice, but that's that's uh, nope. It's not financial advice. Nope, nope. uh, yeah, I mean, the thing is, you look at the daily. I back in around the end of November, I kept saying that we're probably going to have some sort of a pullback, and that thing just kept going into the end of the year. So, I mean, I was sort of right. It tried like at the end of November to start pulling back, but it was a fake, and then they just ran it again. So, obviously the market can kind of do whatever it wants. Right, yeah, pretty much. And as we both know, the market don't give a shit about where your price is. Yeah, I sell options. I don't buy any, so I'm always on the other side. Find it a little bit easier. It's easier to take everyone's money versus trying to make money.
And that's if that go against you, you're down so much, sometimes.
Yeah, I mean it can be 100%, but I mean you can also roll the options, which is nice. Going the
Yeah,
other
because the
way.
credit.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah,
If you just stay on top of it, usually you're okay.
I don't have credit, my man. I can't do that. That's too much risk. I'm 20-year-old.
Gotta
It's
get
too
them
much
credit
risk
cards
for my
rolling. You gotta get in massive debt and then pay it off. It's the only way to get
life.
credit. Isn't it funny? That's kind of a fucked up system. Oh,
Oh,
you want credit?
having
Well,
enough
prove to me that
credit.
you can. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like prove to me you can take on debt and pay it off. That's how you get credit.
yeah, that is stupid. Not gonna lie. I
I
just
mean,
want
it
any
makes
kid to
sense
keep going.
though, if you really think about it. I mean, they don't want to just give money to somebody they don't know if they can pay it off or not
Well, they do because they could just keep charging you interest rate on it to.
until you can't pay it anymore, and then what? Then they're out the money that you spent.
Yeah, they'll have to go to what's it called, like credit card something, and they come after you.
Consolidation. Uh,
Yeah, but they will get their money out of you. It's like it's like
yeah,
it's like the
they'll
mob.
figure it
Like,
out.
yeah, they'll make sure they get money out of you no matter what.
They're either gonna get their money or you're gonna file for bankruptcy. That's one of the two.
Yeah, that's insane how you think about that, man. That's crazy.
Cannot find a picture. We have many more data coming out this morning? No, not that I know of. See anything on the calendar? Yeah, it was at 8:30 this morning and 10 o'clock. That was the two big news events today. I think that's it. Yeah, you can never be too safe with the news stuff. You don't want to be in a trade when that stuff happens. Sometimes I feel like I should take on a healthy hobby while waiting for the market to do something. Oh yeah, I gotta do my push-ups today. Thank you for reminding me. I'm actually getting kind of hungry too, so I'm gonna do my push-ups and then I'm gonna eat just like I did yesterday. eating after you do some sort of a workout. I said it yesterday. It's such a good feeling.
All right, Mr. Volatile Trader, I'm back. I was talking with my dad.
Oh, good. I'm actually gonna do some stuff real quick while I wait for the market to do something, and then I'm actually gonna grab something to eat. So
No lunch break until we make money.
we both made some money today.
We need $1 million.
Yeah, we all can't be that one guy. Did you see that guy that got the $1 million payout?
Oh, I think his name was Mike. He's a YouTuber. He
He's
goes live on YouTube.
Yeah. I don't know. Does he go live? I don't know.
Yeah, he goes because I follow him on YouTube.
I thought he was just on Twitter.
Oh, well.
I mean, I'm assuming he would be on both.
We're talking about two different ones.
There's another guy that has $1 million in payouts.
Yeah, I think he did. Mike, his name.
Well, I mean, shouldn't that answer your question about the payouts then?
Hey man, you can't. You know what I'm trying to say? When you first get that payout, you don't believe it. You know, you know.
I don't know why he keeps cutting out. There it is.
And I'm sorry, just don't take that the wrong way. But those are my.
No. I hear you. You can never be too safe.
Yeah, you know.
Froggo, yes. Well, for January. We'll see what happens when we get to
I don't know
February.
how old you are. This is our
Too
time
old.
to ride.
I'm almost double your age.
Are you being the best?
Yeah, I'm 38.
You're young. You're a young buck.
I'm not saying I'm old. You just said you're 20, so technically I am almost double your age.
Yeah. Nah, man, you good. So, what do you do? Like, this is your main income, or?
So my wife actually is the breadwinner of the house. About 7 years ago, we made the conscious decision when we had kids that I would stay home and kind of raise the kids until they got to school.
You're the Annie or Granny, whichever it is.
The nanny.
Yeah, the nanny.
the dad nanny. They It was really nice. It was nice to be able to help them. But in like 2018, which was over 5 years ago now, that was when I kind of found trading and just kind of started doing that as a side thing. And then I just started learning more about it and getting more serious with it. And so
you got it before the COVID, the pure COVID era.
Yeah. I was trading before then. It's funny, believe it or not, I was very short biased. So the year of COVID, I was one of the ones not making money. No, I was one of the ones not making money because everything was going straight up.
Yeah. What, did you not catch the COVID crash though?
I mean, I was here for it. I just didn't really capitalize on it. I was still learning how to trade essentially while that was all happening. So I didn't really know how to take advantage of it.
So this is what I did on COVID crash. Wait, I had $1,000. This is the one I first got into.
Here we go.
I had $1,000, and I mean, I was just looking, and I took one trade on puts one time because somebody told me to. I took a trade, and I just kept rolling them, right? Because I was in the Robinhood, and it gave me an option to keep rolling them. So I rolled it until the end. You know how much I made? I was up about $5,000, and that's the most I have made in option from one trade. Just keep rolling.
Right. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll let you go. You're a busy man.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to do a workout and then eat. So. I'll have a good weekend. I'm actually gonna jump off here, and I'll catch you if you come back in on Monday or whatnot.
Yeah, let me add you so we can still talk as a friend. How can I add? Oh, there you go. Add.
Froggo, you gotta go older.
I'm gonna get rid of the camera you got in me. I'm gonna get rid of that today.
No, don't just put a piece of tape over it. I have no way of melting it through my infrared camera.
I'll put a black tape on. I'm gonna see.
All right, man. Later. He seemed cool. Seemed like he had the right intentions. Didn't feel like he was bragging. He was just shooting the shit. I am getting hungry though. So yeah, the guy that I talk options with a lot, he said he was doing a challenge. He was doing 100 push-ups every day for January. And I was like, I'm not doing 100. And I was like, you know what? I bet I could do 50. I know I can't do 50 at once. I maxed out at 33, I think, or maybe it was 27. I think it was 27 or 28. I don't know, somewhere around there, between 27 and 33. We did a push-up challenge like last month when my friend from California was here. So I knew I couldn't do 50 all at once. So I was like, well, I could break it up into sets, and that can be something that I do. At least I can do that every day for January to kind of go with him. So, and then who knows? Maybe February, if we want to keep going, we can up it depending on how I feel. But yesterday I was really sore. Today I actually don't feel too bad, but I haven't got down there yet. I mean, I can feel it, but I'm not like overly sore. Where are the commissions? Sorry, I'm looking at something. Oh, there it is. Jesus. You're selling a house. Bro, you can make a lot of money on a house, like if it increases in equity and whatnot, but the buying and selling of the house is just stupid expensive. I mean, this isn't even that expensive of a house. Like, it's our rental. So I like randomly started thinking, like, the market's really high right now with the housing still, and it's a house we bought for 220 grand. It is now worth upwards of 330 grand, and it's a house that I thought would never be worth more than like 250. It's a 1,000 square foot duplex in a okay neighborhood. The school district is good, but the price just boomed based off of everything that has been going on. So I started thinking, like, well, what if we sold it? We have other debt, like from this house when we bought it, that we could pay off. It'd be pretty nice to just do that. But then I did the math. It would take, if there was never a single repair, and we got the current rent that we're getting every single month, and for the net, it was 9.5 years. It would take 9.5 years to hit break even, and that's assuming we never go without a renter for any month. We keep the rent at the same, which to me it's stupid high right now anyway. I'm assuming that it's probably going to come down as everything else hopefully comes down. And like assuming there's no major repairs, like leak, roof, anything, right? It's mind-boggling to me that 9.5 years is probably more like 12 years, like when you start to factor all that other stuff in. Probably maybe even more, like 12 or 13. Or we get the lump sum now when the market is high. We can pay off our other debt and have like a nice lump sum afterwards, which we can then throw into something. Like if there's still 5% CDs laying around, just throw it in something like that. And like but circling back here, the commissions just to sell a $330,000 house is 17 grand, and that's 5%. I know a lot of places charge 6%, but we use the same person all the time, so I know that they always just give us 5%. I know you can get lower, but I'm very much fond of the people that you want around. If you want them to treat you right, you shouldn't be looking to take money away from them. If anything, you want to help them get money. So it's like you're going to pay that money anyway. If they can give you a little bit, but stay higher than the people that are like begging for more money just because you're friends and family or whatever, like that's such a happy medium to be in, because they're going to want to work with you, right? They're going to want to go out of their way for you. Where if you're always that person that's like, oh, let me get that extra % off, like they're going to be like, all right, I'll get to it when I can, kind of thing. I don't know. I've always been like that. Like if you know someone like Zishan, by the way, hello. I did all right, as you can see. I had 2 trades. They both worked, which is nice. We didn't have to fight for anything today. Like Zishan, if I came into your gas station, I wouldn't be like, oh, let me get that hot dog for free and stuff like that. Like I would genuinely walk in and expect to pay full price, because I'm not looking to get over on you just because I know you. If anything, I'd want to pay the full price because I know you. But in return, if I was ever in trouble and I walked in and didn't have money or something like that, I know that because that's my relationship with you, that you would help me out, no questions asked. Because that's just I don't know. That's just my mentality on things. But no, yeah, the broker does take a split, but what I'm saying is it's usually 3% each. If for some reason whoever the other broker is like, I am getting 3%, I know that our broker or our real estate agent would take 2%. Instead of doing 2.5, she would take 2%, because that's just, again, that working relationship. But it's mind-boggling to me that it's $17,000 on a $330,000 house. That's 5% is 50 grand on $1 million house. That's insane. That's stupid. That's stupid. That's so much money just to sell the house. Like, it just cuts into your, like, if you're trying to flip houses and stuff, like, you have to be your own real estate agent. It's just, it's so hard. Like, that's a lucrative business. If it's insane. It's insane. Yeah, I've thought about that, but I don't want to. Again, the whole reason I chose to do this is because of the kids. And it's like every time someone brings up something like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, it's like, well, then there's going to be times where I have to not be there for the kids. Like, oh, I got to go show this house, and then I got to figure out something for the kids. Like, the whole point was that I'm home for the kids. All right, let me knock out these first push-ups. OnlyFans? Yeah, I was thinking about only feet. I got this nasty like fungus on my pointer toes. So I don't know if people, maybe people are into that kind of stuff. People are into midgets, so I shouldn't say midget. I should say little people. I mean, no disrespect. I mean, it's just what I grew up calling little people. Doesn't show up to the house and just FaceTime the client walk through the house. Vertically challenged. Yeah, whatever. All these pronouns and identifications and all this crap, man, just get away from me. I will start off any conversation with, I don't mean any disrespect, because I don't. When I'm saying something, it is not ever from a place of trying to be disrespectful. And if that's the one thing with me. If I'm being disrespectful, I'm just going to tell you. I'm going to tell you straight up that I am trying to be I mean, I'm not going to just tell you I'm trying to be disrespectful, but you're going to know that I'm trying to be disrespectful. All right, 25 push-ups. I got to do. Oh, hold on. Let me check this Discord message. Oh, damn it. He beat me to it. He did 35, 30, 25, 10, 8, 8, 6, 6. That's how he finished his 100 today. All right. 25 to start. 5 burpees? Nah, I ain't doing burpees. Maybe I'll do that on the last day. Who am I going to have to hold me responsible when it's the weekend? All right, here we go. I'm off for the 3 minutes. Okay, so that's good. He's taking 3-minute rest. All right, 25. Here we go. Okay, that sucked. Like big time. Oh, super sore. Oh, I know the second day, like well, it's actually, I guess, the third day. The first day, then the next day is the second day, then the third day is the day that you're like really sore. I didn't feel like I was that sore, but once I started doing them, I was. Whew. That did not feel great. We're making new highs on the day. Ooh, I did not enjoy that. I mean, I was still doing them properly. You guys want to actually watch me do them? I didn't think you would care to watch me do push-ups. I do them correctly too. A lot of people do some piss poor push-ups. I go until something hits the ground. You know what I'm saying? Which means I only have to go down like half an inch, but so far from the ground. I know you are. I know you were both joking. Gotta make some new ice cream containers today. I feel like I haven't been eating it as much. Like I still eat it, but I haven't been eating it as much. I guess just because it's cold outside. You're not as eager to eat ice cream. You need to get fat, always. What height and weight are you? All right, let me knock out. I did 25, so now we do 15 and then 10. That's what I've been doing, right? Yeah, 25, 15, and then 10. Yeah. 15 so much easier than 25. It still sucks though after doing the 25. All right, 10 more, 10 more. I feel like I could knock out. You're 113 pounds. Holy dude, you weigh less than my wife, and she's 5'5". You are tiny. I'll pick you up and throw you over my shoulder. Go through the door. Have a night with you. You're in Texas though, so I'm assuming you got something nice and big behind the counter to protect your small ass. Just imagine you pulling out like a 50 cal, and it's like in the movies where you just shoot straight backwards. Don't do it! Don't do it! Oh, you have a heart problem? Fuck, man. Why you gotta make me feel bad? Trying to make fun of you here. You can't turn it around and make me feel bad. I know you know I'm just messing with you, so it's okay. Like walk into the store. Oh, here we go. Actually, I don't know, like that's clumsy. Nothing. Take steps. Doesn't all. Walks in. Oh, I think that's just the. He's not the only one. Right. Good actually. Once. The first day of the week of it. Wait. After everything? 200. But yeah. No, like options I actually did. I have could add 120. Getting more and more confident. It's actually, I'm still. It's something I can't even explain it to people that trade. It feels too easy. Makes me like skeptical. Why is it? But my account's also, I only have a $25,000 account where, so it can't make as much. But there's people that are doing what I'm doing with $500,000. So they take the same trade, but it's a percentage, so it's you can actually make a decent amount with it. Market's actually trying to bounce a little bit, Dave. See what it does. So is that a yes or a no? Yeah, an hour ago was the 10 o'clock. Was it? Yeah, 10 o'clock. Wife needs my help with something or what's going on? Damn, is JD getting smoked today? Yeah, they are going down a little bit. So is FSR. All right, she needs my help upstairs real quick moving something. I'll be right back. I did 2 extra push-ups, by the way, but I'm not going to count them. Ooh, making a down move. Wait, you actually shot a gun and went flying? What kind of gun was it? Probably get rid of, let's see, 44 to $1.50. $1.50 from here would be 42. It is possible that A firm could have a pretty big move down. Do I just take the $2 and not worry about it, or do I just let it go for $2? I was trying to get filled for $1, but we'll see. I'll let it go. If it goes that far down and I have to roll it, then that's just unlucky. You have a video? You find it? Please tell me you did. Hey, what is this? Oh, what happened to that tire? Selling crack. That's funny. Thinking that it'll come to it. News. Nah, I think that was just sideways action and the sellers finally took over. And look at how many new highs it tried to make and it didn't really like go. So I think that was just all the buyers kind of being done with it for now. Wish I could share my screen. Price action has been perfect the last 20 minutes. Very smooth and predictable. Oh, I don't know what 20 minutes we're talking about. What are you using? Are you the one that was mentioning the volume earlier? Yeah, maybe. Scrolling. No, that was Hector, I think. Yeah, that's Hector. Took 2 longs and 1 short on point. Nice. Good morning, Knives. How are you? Easy morning for once. Got 2 trades, one off the open. We took the kind of that morning volatility trade, or the opening volatility trade. And then we took this pretty obvious break point as well. I tried to get more than the 15 ticks out of it because I figured this could be a pretty big move down to here. But it started the stall, so I just hit the flatten button, and we ended up with, I think, 16 ticks. I just overnight I told I came into today with a clear head, so I think a lot of it was that. Reversed on daily high on the tick, done for the day. Nice, Hector. Damn, reversed right at that. That's it's impressive. Yeah, we were actually looking at my stats from earlier. I was looking at the calendar. That's what's up here. Let's see. But if you, I have this is with commissions. So we lost $1 on Wednesday after commissions, but overall, we've been doing pretty well. So can't really complain. How are you, Knives? How's your day going? Also, both of our options that expire today on A Firm and Waypoint are doing really well. I was kind of hoping to get filled at a penny on my A Firm put just to be done with it. Wayfair, I'm just going to let that expire worthless. I probably could do the same for A Firm, but A Firm, I feel for some reason could possibly still get down to 41. I don't think it will. That'd be a pretty big move to the downside the remainder of the day, but if I could just get out for essentially 99% gains. I'm just gonna take it and be done with it. W, I'm just gonna let that one expire worthless. That one's pretty much nowhere near. That would have to get and all the way up to 57, but it would have to go all the way down to 52, which I don't see that happening. I took that put pretty much at the open yesterday, which was pretty much perfect timing. That thing has went nothing but up since. I mean, dude, this week was rough. This week has been rough. You too, Hector. Have a good weekend, man. I'll see you on Monday. And that's the thing is that's why I wanted the 90% sale to come along so I could grab some more accounts so that I could keep trading. Like I could look for different types of strategies to like, or at least try to trade the other strategies. Like I could have one dedicated to the opening range off the opening volatility, and then I can do this one where I'm looking for those reversals after the extended moves. But then I could actually have one where I was doing like I was and see if I could get it to work again, where I'm just scalping the price action even within these moves. Mainly the for science type trades. That's really all I was doing with that, and it was working really well. Just always take for science trades. Like just put the order at the top or bottom of the candle and just look for it to bounce, because it's very rare you see like candles that don't overlap for the most part, unless you're in unless you're in a trendy market. But that is the one problem is when you're near the highs or near the lows, I feel like you kind of want to stay away from it. It's when you're in the middle of like a big area that it feels okay. Because if you're taking longs up here, you're going to have a chance of getting trapped in something like this. If you're taking shorts when it's at the lows, you're going to have a chance of getting trapped in something like this. So I feel like that's the big brain part of that strategy. All right, I'm gonna go make my salad because I have that meeting at 12, so I want to eat before that. And then also I just found out that was why I was gone a little bit longer than I should have been. But my son, my oldest, apparently he somehow fell off the slide at recess and landed on his shoulder. He's fine. He just was sitting in the nurse's office with some ice on it. But this is the same kid that will literally be walking with no distractions and just walk into a wall. I don't really understand this kid sometimes, but I'll be right back. I just noticed the music isn't on. What happened there? Very quiet. Wait, did I never switch? So, there's you, Sean. Have a good weekend, man. All right, guys, I'm actually gonna shut it down. I was gonna get off in a couple minutes anyway, but appreciate y'all being here. Seriously, thank you. Appreciate all the support. I will be back on Monday morning. Hopefully, you all have a good weekend. And you know, I don't usually say this stuff, but keep me in your thoughts for tomorrow because I'm gonna have a rough day tomorrow. So if you're into that kind of thing, I'd appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be in the Discord or on Twitter if you want to talk about anything. And I will see you all Monday morning. So have a good weekend and peace out.